Messing out the medicines. We've been on that rock star regimen, knowing that I'm heaven sent, higher than I ever been. I got a problem with.
What's going on, guys? This is the Totally Blitzed podcast, live in person. This is Paul Picking Contra, rocking the One Piece shirt. I'm always joined with.
Hey man, you already know it's your boy Kev Waterboy Savoy, but you know I'm under the weather right now. I ran into Alvin Kamara in Vegas last week. That boy got my eye all fucked up. But nah, man, just know we with a legend that you haven't seen before. Once the vlog, the Totally Blitz vlog comes out, you're gonna see him. But we with that boy Will himself. Introduce yourself, Will. Let him know what you is, man.
Number one Bengals fan in the world. Also the saddest fan in the world until this year.
Oh no, man. I be having some sad days.
All it takes is 1 year.
Too many sad days. Just 1 year to turn it all around.
Takes one player, one special guy. Oh, you got the number 9 Burrow jersey on right now.
Hey, and I can vouch Ben had that now. You didn't just order that over the weekend like some of you motherfuckers. But I ain't gonna say no name.
Yeah.
Including myself, because my shit coming in the mail. I just can't afford it.
I need
I was
to know.
gonna say you better get them now.
Yeah, I'm getting mine
They're
now.
probably selling out.
Yeah.
But I need to know, Will, as a Bengals fan, growing up your whole life, maybe making a wild card, but not even winning a wild card game, always getting kicked out. How did it feel, not only winning that first playoff game, but how did it feel when you saw your team upset like the sheriff of the AFC and the Chiefs, and like that moment where it was like, we're going to the Super Bowl? How did that
Giant killers. It felt surreal. It felt like it was never gonna happen. I swear I would never see this in my lifetime. I would die with the same playoff record that I became a fan with. So, but no, this feels surreal. It feels insane. Like it hasn't even caught up yet. Like because I've just seen everybody's always like still betting against them, still going against them, which is fair. It's absolutely fair. But they just keep pulling it off, man.
Nah, man.
Just keep pulling it off.
I respect you guys' run to the fullest because we could call y'all boys some dark horses, but y'all didn't. Nobody told y'all that. Like, nobody mentioned that to Joe Beasley and y'all boys. Like every week, them boys is ready. Every drive, I'm a firm believer that they play every drive is a new game for them. No matter what happened in the last time, short-term memory, let's get some more points on the board. But it's just the fact that there was not one point in the team like they was like kind of shocked. Like they was just like, even when they're playing against the Chiefs, they're down 21-3. Damn, it's just like, yo, we gonna be all right. We gonna be all right.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't stopped them not one time, but we gonna be all right. Why?
Right. There's still 2 full quarters left. Like still 2 full quarters left. Like taking advantage of time. Like just like keeping the mentality there.
Don't give up
every game.
And y'all probably did something that no other team in history can ever do. And that y'all made it to the Super Bowl with Vernon Hargreaves and Eli Apple at corner.
getting torched.
I used to look forward. Vernon Hargreaves from Tampa, so we know about Vernon Hargreaves. Like, I used to look forward to playing against him when he played for the Bucks. I'm like, oh yeah, Julio, 200.
Eat it. Great college ball player, but not a pro.
We in Gainesville right now. Like, we know about this man. We know about bro.
Right.
We know about bro. Like,
bro, I don't know. The whole like that whole second half defense. Like
insane. That was insane.
Tears, man, tears. How can you go from a perfect passer rating to 0? Nothing. Big fat goose egg. Like that shit. Like they go into the first half like that and maintain it through the second half. Like it's destruction, man. Like I personally, the way I see it, I think that the Rams are a better team. I think they have the better players. They were in this position 3 years ago. We weren't in this position for over 33 years. So I think that they are the more experienced people, man. But as a Bengals fan, like I saw this meme the other day that it was like it just basically laid out all the better players, like all the Rams stats that they have with the Bengals. But the Bengals side just had a picture of Joe Burrow. That's what we believe, man.
Like, hey, you guys
they got all the better players. They got all this, they got all that, but they don't got Joe Burrow.
They don't got Joey Burrow on that team.
I got nothing.
Shiesty.
I got nothing but respect for that entire team. That game against the Chiefs was amazing. I really look at your team. What y'all sold me when y'all beat the Titans, because I learned something that y'all have that no other team can really say this year. Y'all kicked field goals.
Armstrong as a quarterback, the rubber man.
No, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Dude. Y'all number one secret to winning is that y'all kick and make your field goals. Y'all don't leave no points on the board because your quarterback gonna get you some. Your quarterback gonna get in that end zone. He's gonna get in that end zone. But like, if he didn't get in that end zone for 6 other drives, like y'all still brought it down and kicked those fuckers. That's what I learned against the Titans. Like y'all go, hey,
bro,
Money McPherson, come out.
Money McPherson, you don't understand. We had 15 plus years of Mike Nugent and Randy bumfuck Bullock. Like, are you serious? Those were our 2 kickers, bro. Those are our 2 kickers.
Those are both kickers who are.
If we still had them, bro, literally, not even that, but Randy Bullock got like a 5-year like fat ass extension. Whenever Andy Dalton got his extension, like they were planning on keeping them both like franchisees. Like this is ridiculous. And then you see where they are now.
Yeah, upgrade both those positions.
Yes, Potbelly Bullock.
I'll give it to y'all, boys. The word I've learned this Super Bowl week is moxie. That's the word that keeps coming up around your team. And I was y'all got a lot of moxie. Don't ever ask me to spell that shit, but y'all got a lot of motherfucking moxie.
It ain't spelling bee. But
yeah.
Before we break down what we think is going to happen in the Super Bowl that's coming up, that's why we got you here, special guest. This is special event. We're here live with you on our side. We need to talk about some big NFL news. This is kind of like the head coach galore. As a Dolphin fan, we got our guy. We got Mike McDaniels. Shit, already probably the drippiest coach in all NFL. That boy, we saw that boy came in with the tailor fitted on, came in there with with some class strip.
I respect it.
Yeah, he looked clean, and he's such a coach. Like everyone from Debo shout him out, Elijah, everyone who's anyone gave that boy a shout out. And like I'm happy to see that everyone can make fun of the Dolphins, but they can say we did get our head coach right. Like everyone's giving us props about hiring the McDaniels. Coming from
looks like a bro, man.
I don't know, man.
But here comes the hate.
This is what confuses me about the Dolphins. I'm a firm believer that the Dolphins have had the same GM since 2000, right?
GM? Oh yeah.
Since 2000. So like the Dolphins were always the 500 team. They're either like 8-8. 7 or 9. I don't really think y'all went 7 and 9 like that. Y'all either went 8-8 or 9 and 7 for a while, right? So I was always a big firm believer that what happens in Miami stays in Miami. So how do you feel about the certain actions, not just from that came from the Brian Flores suit, not just the Brian Flores suit, not just the fact that they're not hiring black coaches, but they're saying that the Dolphins are actually trying to pay allegedly paying to get losses, which I understand taking is taking, but like. It's for the game, like the sport of competition. Like, how do you feel about that? And what do you think? What do you get from that when you hear that?
Honestly, like I said, I love Brian Flores as a defensive coach. I loved him what he did for our defense. Great players, coach stuff for his guys. But when the story's coming out that basically the locker room is split, either you're with Tua or you're with Flores kind of deal. It's hard to win games with that. It doesn't matter how good it is. Like you can't have a split locker room. So I understand with that shift away from him. If you do believe like myself that Tua is a guy, so I understand if you really are in like we need to keep Tua, we might need to bring in someone who actually is going to work with him, no matter how well you're getting this defense to go. But with the tanking part, it's I maybe could see it, maybe I don't know, but I also do believe that like. Tanking is like we might be the first team that's getting talked about it or something, but we were not the first team that was tanking or maybe was paying someone to tank. I will find it hard to believe that. I feel like there's been a few seasons.
The Browns literally said Kevin Stefanski was going. Well, Kevin Stefanski said the Browns was literally going to do it. So.
Yeah, like I don't think I believe maybe the conversation did happen where he said like let's lose as many games as possible. So we're not gonna win any games this season. Like we're not a good team on paper.
Right.
Let's try to lose as many games as possible so that we can get a better team or whatever. I don't think he was paying him. I don't know about how much that is, but like I said, all truth will see light of day if they go into this court.
I think that's one thing.
So I'm just waiting. Yeah, I'm just like let's just wait and see because it's either we come out and look like we're like some shitty organization, before it comes out, because I have seen like Brian Flores. I don't know if you saw. There's been a couple of news stories about like what he's been saying, and same with like Hugh Jackson, like not Hugh, with Lovie Smith. The next topic we're talking about is the coaches getting hired. Like Lovie Smith got hired, and he's like he came out and was like, yeah, the only reason he got hired, like he said something like negative, like I'm happy a black coach got hired. The only reason he got hired is because I'm suing NFL, like some shit like that. And then was like some people looking at it like, why you throwing a shit at another black coach? Like I don't know. So that's I'm just waiting till everything, because everything's so fresh. It's gonna make everyone talk. I'm gonna give it a month, and I'm gonna see what still stands and what doesn't stand after like a month from now.
I think he chose the wrong. I want to say he chose the wrong people. I think the way the situation, you could have filed it and didn't go to the media immediately. You kind of just got your stance together and not want anybody to pick sides, because like unless you can really prove a lot of stuff, like your John Elway was drunk and stuff like that, I'm with him because I personally believe in everything he says, and I believe I'm Brian Flores. Brian Flores ain't do it. Brian Flores ain't never lied to me. But like at the end of the day, this is you're trying to win. You're trying to win this case. Like you're probably gonna get a settlement for a whole lot of money. But you want to win this case. And by going to the media immediately, I feel like that gave the people that are going at John Elway, motherfucker, that Giant, motherfucking Roger Goodell's, like these people that you're coming at, all the owners, but like the Dolphins owners, pockets, like any people you're coming at, they have a strong like a nah, and they're the type of people we fuck with these people, we have a relationship with these people. No, most of us never met any of these people. We'd be like, yeah, never mind. But they go to right, sweep that under there. What you talking about? So I feel like that's what they're going through, and then motherfucking. So it's a real interesting dynamic, and I just want to see how it finishes out, man. But how do you feel about Lovie Smith getting hired though?
Lovie Smith, great coach. I'm not too sure if that's really the Texans. They're just a shit organization right now. There's nothing to do with anything. It's just like unless he start fixing, like you got to build a culture, and he could probably build a culture, but I'm not sure if the GM and the owner want a culture right now. Like they don't really seem like they really care about this team. They see it probably more as a moneymaker than like, oh, we can go to the Super Bowl with this team. Let's do it as a team, guys. Like I see it more. They look at it as more as the business. I could be wrong, but like I see him coming in and probably not sticking around for long, just because I just don't see this organization turning around in the next 5 years. It's gonna be another coach's fault. The coach couldn't build a winning team.
Right, another couple bad seasons and move it on.
Yeah, and let me see. What was their coach?
I have a question about that though. So when an owner blames everything on the coach, is that not him saying that like I'm not good at hiring, especially if I'm like a Giants owner, they has to hire a new coach every other year?
I would say it kind of does, but there's just also another thing where I'm the owner, so like,
like it's also like what the fans think too, because I mean, like personally with the Bengals, like Mike Brown, like he had Marvin Lewis stay on for so much longer than even the fans wanted, just because he had like buyer's remorse, basically, like signing him onto a decade-long contract, and then just the failures 5 years in, and you're like, fuck, I still gotta like, I can't look dumb.
Yeah.
Let's put like $100 million into this guy for the next decade, like.
Yeah, look at Shad Khan and Urban Meyer. It's like this was his boy. He loved Urban, so like he wanted everything to work out so no one could say you look like an idiot. So,
exactly.
Even with all the finger banging going up in great old Cincinnati, Ohio.
Right, because I'm like, I mean, you got to think like the owners they're worried about making money, but they're also about like more about their legacy.
We still got 2 more coaches we got to run through. We had the Jaguars who had to get rid of Herb, and new coach, Super Bowl winner with the Eagles, not too long ago.
EP.
Doug Peterson, he's back, baby.
I think that was a really good. I actually watched a press conference for that one. So like, I think press conferences tell you absolutely nothing, because like they literally get trained. They literally train you guys to train people to not give away anything, not say anything. They just want to make sure the fans feel comfortable. Just give the fans something to attach to. give the media something to write about because they have to. So, but I did watch this press conference and I did see there was a lot of great energy in there. It wasn't no gray area. And the media is some assholes. Like they have no problem asking Sean Combs, like, yo, we're getting in the same exact seat telling us this was the right, telling us the same exact thing last year. What's the difference? He goes, we have time. We've had time to figure it out. And like they all handle themselves well. I don't think they're bulky. I think the GM, I'm not going, I don't know about that one right there. Cause like the person that built the team for them to go to the Super Bowl was not him. So like, I don't know. So like, I don't know about him, but like, they're on the right track. They're still building stuff. Their fans love them. Like I'm in Gainesville, so Gainesville people is Jaguar fans. Like I be watching them boys. The fans love them boys, but like they just missing one or two things. Like, and they gonna figure it out. They got a good owner. I'll give them that.
Oh, rich owner.
Yeah. Do y'all think Dougie's gonna recruit a shit ton of Eagles players now?
He might bring Big Dick Nick over. I mean, that's his boy Nick Foles. And the only thing that I think makes a big deal is like him and Carson Wentz hate each other. So it is gonna be kind of like seeing like a non-football player rivalry. Just like just him on the side. They see each other twice a year, so Doug's gonna be talking shit, and Carson's gonna be maybe talking a little shit too. And if Carson's not talking shit, someone on the team's gonna be talking shit for him.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be fun. He's gonna see. That's the only thing I really care about it. I don't think he's gonna fix the Jags, but I do think he might turn Trevor Lawrence. He might, if Trevor Lawrence is got some juice in him after this year. I think Doug Pearson's a good hire.
I think
absolutely. I feel like
make it work, but keep going.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, I feel like Trevor Lawrence could be a baby Nick Foles. Maybe Trevor Mandingo Lawrence. Step up the rise.
Hey, America, just know I'm not joining on this.
That's why they got Dougie P, man. They knew it. That P don't stand for Peterson, man.
Hey, let him know.
It stands for Peter Finder.
Well, on the opposite side of the spectrum, we got Dennis Allen. We got long time, what is he, like 6-year, 7-year, 5-year defensive coordinator for the Saints. Got them boys right. He's been there a long time. Everyone knows him in the city. Everyone loves him. He gets the job, even though they talked to a few other coaches. They brought that boy up, and I think everyone's happy for him. But how do you feel, Kev, coming in the same division? Now you get to see this man twice a year instead of Sean Payton, who's been around almost forever.
Thank God. Oh my gosh. Sean Payton is a personnel fucking monster. Like the fact that Sean Payton, I feel like every player on the Saints can rank every player on offense. Like the way he could just switch the lineups and just like hide mask what they was doing is always crazy. Cause like they'll have like 3 tight ends out there. They'll go deep. Like what the fuck? Excuse me. But like that's what the boys was doing. Like, and without Drew Brees, there was some issues. You could tell they had a lot of problems with that because they're so used to just being able to do whatever they want at all times. But with the quarterbacks, with the limited quarterbacks, they were slowed. So I think this team is just going to go into a strong running back phase. Play great defense, and lose to the Falcons twice a year because fuck them. Like I mean, it's a good hire, but I feel like he's not going to change anything. And like at the end of the day, y'all still have all the same problems y'all had a week ago. 71 million under the cap space. I don't know who the fuck y'all paying. Taysom Hill 40 million. But every time. That's why I like to bring it out there. But so like and then we're not gonna get to that yet. But like we're not spent Michael Thomas, we haven't even heard a word from his representation. Like I'm not stressing the Saints. Like I never stress the Saints, but I really don't give a fuck about it.
Well, how do you feel about the no more Sean Payton era and now the Allen era is commencing? Let it begin.
Honestly, man, I think he fell apart as soon as Drew Brees left. Like I feel like Sean Payton left with Drew Brees, or at least his soul did.
And, well, I have a question. I have a question for both of y'all, because Sean Payton left it on the table that he's not done with football. It's just not right now kind of mentality. He's gonna focus on other things real quick.
He's like, everything's falling apart around me.
If Dennis Allen takes his team to the playoffs, Super Bowl, like turns his team into something in the next like 2-3 years, is Sean Payton gonna have to find a new home? is Sean Payton always gonna have that head coach sitting there no matter what?
I feel like they should move on. They should absolutely move on. I feel like that they need to keep up with this era. Like, I feel like even if it doesn't work out with him, like, I feel like you can't stick with Sean Payton. Like,
Can't go back with the ex-girlfriend after she dumped you.
no, like you're not gonna find that chemistry again. Like, your kid Drew Brees grew up. He moved out. Like, you can't live in the house anymore. You know what I mean?
We
You're
stayed
just gonna
together
move
because
on.
of kids.
Yeah.
I respect it to the fullest, man. I believe them boys can still make something shake. They still have all their pieces because they gotta pay them boys. So they still got all
Yeah,
the
they're
pieces.
still young. They're still great talent. Like,
But like, fuck them kids, man. They going third in the NFC. I said the NFC South. I said that last year they didn't do it, but this year they're gonna do that shit for real.
It's a great change of eras, not just players like quarterbacks are leaving, but coaches too. These people are getting old. Sean Payne might be the first of like guy in Seattle, Pete Carroll, Bill Belichick. Like both these guys are the high 60s, low 70s area. So like
Pete Carroll 70 on the dot.
70, yeah.
7-0.
damn.
I know
That's a long time to be on playing on.
long time being coached.
Yeah, that's a long
Oh
time.
yeah.
Stress.
Thank God.
Pete Carroll
He
don't have
looks
a black
good to be
man.
so. I thought he was like 55 or some shit.
Oh, you know,
Maybe 60.
he probably put a mask on before he go to sleep because he's supposed to have a lot of stress on it.
Because think about it, your grandkids are kind of grown now at that age. So like there's like not a lot of 70-year-olds. This might be the first coach of the domino effect of like these are the guys who've been looking around the pond and been like, oh, there's a rival over there. If your rivals are gone, it's all new faces. What's really gonna keep you around? But
Right.
we can't keep talking about coaches because that's not the biggest. That's not what we're here for. That's not what we came here for. That's not why you're wearing your jersey. We're here to talk about the Super Bowl this Sunday in Los Angeles. The Rams are hosting, second time ever team hosting in their own Super Bowl, back-to-back year. And they're playing the team that was only supposed to win 4 games this year, the Cincinnati Bengals. Joey B, Matt Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Jamar Chase, Eli Apple, Jalen Ramsey.
Eli Apple. A recent jumping name, Eli Apple. No,
How do you feel, Will? Before me and Kev give you our cards on who we're rocking with. We know who you're rocking with, but let us hear it. Let us hear your sales pitch on the Bengals. Let us hear why you're rocking with them, why you feel confident.
all right. Well, so I believe it's a 50-50 coin flip, but I believe in my half of it. So I believe the Bengals take it in a close game again. I feel like we might start being down again, but then just get like a rolling ball started. And I just don't think I think we're not going to lose momentum throughout the whole game. Like I feel like it's going to be like a 27-24 point game. Like that's how I honestly feel. But for all the other people out there, the other side of the coin, I think it's going to be a blowout from the Rams. That's how I see it. I see Cincy either wins in a close game or the Rams blow us the fuck out. Like that's how it's going to go down. I don't think there's an in between.
How can you even speak that with just so much pressure coming up this weekend? That shouldn't even be in your mind right now, Will. That shouldn't even be there.
That's not on my mind. That's not on my mind. I'm just a logical man. All right. I flip a coin. It's got both sides. I still got to read the other side, even though I know what side it's going to land on.
All right. Well,
just saying.
You are technically a 4-point underdog. So if you do win, you are the underdog Cinderella story with a happy ending.
Right. And that's honestly, it's a dream come true. It's like that's what the franchise is an underdog, basically.
I got here so fast. Like there was no time wasted. We got the band back together. We've taken the league by storm, which is phenomenal. Jamar.
Honestly, they put the bionicles in that boy's leg, and then it's been better than ever.
He's the $1 million man.
The $1 million man.
How you feel, Kev, since you are the man, so right now Kev to my right is leading. If you haven't been paying attention, there's a belt on the line, and whoever has the better picks this playoff, Kev is currently leading at 7-5, and I'm sitting at 6-6. So this game will be the deciding game. Can't make this stuff up.
It's beautiful, man. And like I was looking at this belt because it was definitely a strategy. Every pick was strategic, but there's no way in motherfucking hell you could have called this shit. Like, there's no way you could have said Rams Bengals.
Take my money. That's it.
There are definitely points in the season where you might have thought, yo, these teams might get balanced. Like, there were points in the time of the season you didn't even think the Bengals were. Well, you didn't, but for us, we didn't even think about the Bengals as motherfucking playoff contenders. I thought the Ravens was going to take that motherfucking division so they got their ass beat twice.
Put them on.
Exposed.
Twice, because they blew 40-20, I think both times.
Fucking boy.
Yes.
Lamar first game, Huntley the second.
Bro, they turned into the whipping boys of the division this year. It was insane.
Yeah, they y'all whipping boys. And like,
it was literally, you see, normally it's Steelers, Ravens, Bengals, Browns. But then it's like, Bengals,
New sheriff and
Browns, Ravens.
Young Buck Joe.
Joe Shiesty.
Young Buck Joe, man.
But
Joe, many nicknames, Burr.
With
but this is
no, you can go.
But this is beautiful, man. You can't beat it. So like, I keep looking at this belt, and I'm just sitting there thinking, like, this is the way that this is gone. This isn't just a belt. This is my chance at immortality.
First ever. Put the name on the board. There's might be many champions, but there will never ever be the first champion.
And I'm not doing it for me. I do it for the people. You feel me?
Do it for the people.
I do it for the people, man. And
do it for the blitzers.
And Will, man, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. You the people, man, but I gotta go against you this week, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because look, this is why. I want to take the Bengals because they get 4 points. And like, there's no way this game's not gonna end in a fucking field goal. But the Rams are just dedicated right now. They really want to make something shake. And they've shown adversity and they played their ugly games already. And I've seen that they give up in those ugly times. So like, I want to pick the Bengals. If the Bengals win, I'll literally I'm calling you. I'm like, yo, we lit. Yeah, we lit. I'm still gonna pop the champagne if the Bengals win. You feel me? But but I just want to see Matthew Stafford year 13, Jalen Ramsey,
absolutely,
Aaron Donald. He's been there before. He's over here in the game. He's over here fucking up Jimmy G, screaming, "Ring me, ring me!"
Yes.
But
when you think about it, that man has had to work twice as hard his whole freaking career. There's nobody else that's ever been double teamed as much as him. That's every single game. He fully deserves it. But that's the thing, is everybody deserves it.
And I need the Bengals, and I also need the Bengals to lose because Matt Ryan getting old. I need a new favorite quarterback. I'm just saying, I need to get that Joe Shiesty in the all black. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, like, come on, man. I need him to have a chip on his shoulder so that these next 5 years he's just running that shit. So every week I'm in the podcast like, my cousin Joe Shiesty. I need him to take it. This is gonna be a learning experience. So I'm not rooting against y'all. I'm rooting for the belt.
That's fair.
I'm rooting for the Rams and the belt. And also, Tom Brady bitch ass won that shit in Tampa last year. I need Matthew Stafford to win that in LA so that way that shit can get like pressed under the rug real quick.
No one cares.
I'm like, come on now. Stafford did that shit the same the next year. Like, what you saying?
Wow, that's crazy. I've been rocking with the Rams for since Stafford came, but strategically, I have to go with the Bengals +4. I had a whole bunch of things I wanted to say about the Rams. I wanted to talk about. Do you know who was sacked more than Joe Burrow this year? no fucking body.
Exactly.
He was sacked the most out of everybody in the NFL. Okay, and they got Von Miller and Aaron Donald and Leonard Floyd. They've been looking hot. Like that
Yes.
was scary. Like you thought the Titans had a day, the Rams might have a day, but I do think it's gonna be a field goal game, and I got that feeling. But Jimmy G almost beat this team. I know the defense played a hell of a game for them to be in the position they were in. But Stafford was averaging about a pick a game. I think he threw 17 on the season, which is literally a pick a game.
That's a lot of fucking picks. And don't forget, nobody asked how many points Scott scored off them. This is.
And Jimmy G, I don't want to like sound simplistic, like caveman barbarian, but like Joey B's better than Jimmy G. So like, and not just that, but Joe Mixon's gonna get his. This Rams defense is very good, but so was the Chiefs defense coming into that game. So was the Titans defense coming into that game. The Raiders was really their easiest defense they played, and Max Crosby is still not an easy guy to play against. So like they've played some tough defenses. So like just saying the Rams have this elite defense, what are they gonna do? It's this Bengals team. I know I picked them one time this whole playoffs, or no. Yeah, just once against the Titans. I didn't think they'll beat the Raiders, and they proved me wrong. I didn't think they'll beat the Chiefs, and they proved me wrong. And I thought the Chiefs was going to probably win it all if they made it. So I can't use logic. I can't be like, this is like, so just give me the Bengals +4. They keep it close. I get all those extra, like an extra point over a field goal. And hell, it's going to make it even better for me because I really would love to see, all shit aside, just a young Burrow, Jamar Chase, just like, take the league by storm that first year.
That's scary. Like y'all pull this off, which everybody is hoping y'all do. Like
for real.
Like there's nobody saying I should fuck the Bengals. Nobody is saying that. Nobody is saying that. Everybody's like, all right, I think the Rams might win, but like, yo, them Bengals now though, like them boys now, like everybody is on your side. I just need y'all to lose so y'all can, because y'all don't know what the fuck it means to be here yet. Like I remember D-Wade talks about making it to the championship. His third year was Shaq. Like he's looking like he didn't really understand it until he got back. So like it's like Dan Marino got to but Dan Marino also got to the second, got to the ship his second year and never got back.
Right.
We don't know
that's my thing. That's my thing, man. It's been 33 years, so technically it's been 69, 70 years, however old we have been so far. Too high to remember, but honestly. I don't think you can pick against us right now, man. Like, I think Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, like, we have championship mentality now. I don't think we've ever really had that before, like, with any star players, even the studs that we've picked, especially not with the quarterbacks we picked in the past. Like, what the fuck is Andy Dalton bringing to us from Texas Christian University? What are the horny toads? Like, what type of mentality is that? That ain't shit. And that's what the Bengals were for a while. Like that was just like the most boring ass playoff games, like just losing over and over and over. Like it was just terrible to watch. It was terrible to be a fan.
Being okay.
And then now,
okay.
I mean, he had a guy that had to literally practice juggling his whole life to save his fucking ass. He had a 15-foot catch radius. I mean, I've never seen a man extend his body so far to save a quarterback's career.
Yeah.
I mean, AJ Green should get a pension fund for this amount of stress and injury he probably has now from saving Andy Dalton.
Nah, that makes sense.
I'm not gonna lie, I like Andy Dalton. That was a Red Rocket. I like it.
You probably watched a lot more games than me, but I personally like Dalton. But
I still like him.
But I see where you're coming from with that complacency to be okay with just going to the playoffs. Just getting invited to the dance is good enough.
Right, but I think now with our championship mentality, man, I think they feel like they've been there before with college championships last 2 years. But like, honestly, like I think everything's changed. I just feel like they got this fire, and like they do not need to slow down. They need to win this shit this year, like regardless of if they can make it back the next year. Like regardless of anything, they need to win this year.
Be immortal. You can't take away.
Right, because think about it. Like even like this is the year. Like if they win everything this year, like they go this far and lose, like that's like they're not done breaking records this year.
Yeah.
I feel like that's more. I feel like they're chasing that glory more than they are the actual Super Bowl.
And
Like he's trying to be the youngest quarterback to do everything. Like
and Jamar Chase's hell of a run this year. T. Higgins, like they're just all everyone's so young. So like y'all get to do it again next year. Maybe even build a better line for the years to come.
Right, my God. See, I feel like there should be no fucking reason we don't spend a first overall pick on a lineman.
There should be no reason I don't spend 150 million on a fucking O-line. Like, yo,
like,
yeah, y'all need
bro, we needed whatever bionicle parts they put in Joe Burrow.
On the season.
Yeah, they need to invest on the side of all of our O-linemen because that shit is ridiculous, man.
I respect it, but here's my one thing though. Like, there's a lot of things that were pushing me towards the Rams, just advantage-wise, chess-wise. But here's one thing that really has been pushing me. Like, that's really just like, yo, you gotta take LA in LA because the boys are so fine. They're so fine. But Sean McVay lost the Super Bowl. Like, Sean McVay knows every play.
Badly.
Sean McVay knows every play he's ever ran. So like he had Jared Goff. So like Matthew Stafford, we giving them boys a lot of, we giving the Bengals a lot of credit for making it, but we also got to give the Rams a big deal. Like Von Miller, OBJ, Matthew Stafford, that's all this season. And you got to remember, like they've been building this team. Jalen Ramsey was a pickup, motherfucking. They had Aqib Talib over there before him. Motherfucking Aqib Talib and him. I seen a podcast of Aqib Talib and Jalen Ramsey talking. So yeah, I remember back when I was getting paid until you got there. Like that's just like it's a known fact. Like they were building, they was setting this up, they was getting better. At one point they had Aaron Donald, Robin Quinn on one side. They said, "Nah, it's not enough. We got to figure this shit out." Like, so I have nothing but respect for the Bengals front office, not the Bengals, the Rams front office for building the team like this. And then it goes down to Sean McVay. Like Sean McVay has a lot of stuff keyed in and queued up, and he's been waiting for this, and he's ready to go. Like him and Kyle Shanahan we're a part of the last 2 out of the last 3 Super Bowls. So motherfucking, that's what told me like, yo, these boys is going. One of these two is really gonna try to win this chip. And like when the Rams got the chip, especially because it wasn't an easy game, they had to make plays and they had to go get that drive, and they had to get that stop and that pick. They're battle tested and they're ready to go. There's nothing stopping them. Sean McVay got the Kyle Shanahan monkey off his back. All right, boss, I finally beat your ass. Let me go watch me win this chip real quick. That's how I feel. I feel like the energy's coming in that Rams locker room right now.
See, I can feel that though. That's logical, but you just one thing they're missing, you know.
Remember?
Yeah, no, that like I see it and I respect it.
Oh no, they got a 9-2 though. Like,
but on the Bengals side, because that's where we drew the line, and that's where I'm standing in right now. The Chiefs were in the AFC Championship 4 times in a row and went to the Super Bowl, I think, like 2 or 3 times in a row. 2 times in a row.
2 times, yeah.
And like they're kind of like on that Randy Orton kind of run. They're legend killers right now. They're just like out here like this RKO and team. We'll figure it out once we get there type mentality. We practice, but once we get inside that rectangle box that we call a football field, we'll figure it out. And win this Sunday.
Fresh face every day.
It's gonna be a great game. I look at that a little hypothetically, because what if the Bills had got that coin toss, and then it was the Bills and the Bengals. I don't know if the Bengals would have been able to do what they did in the second half against the Bills. So like that's just how I look at it. I feel like matchups are very important, and Rams really matched up well against the boys. But it's gonna be a great game. But my question is though, the betting man himself, Mr. Pizzagino, what prop bets we going with, man? Where are you going?
Shit. I really don't have any prop bets, but one bet I really like, and like it's even odds right now. It's both are like -110. And it's not the heads or tails. It's who do you think is gonna get ball first? I think no matter what, the Bengals will get the ball. I've heard it on a few other things, like this Bengals team. They're younger. Like if the Bengals get the win the coin toss, I see them wanting to come out and score first. They want to get Joey B started. They want to get this offense rolling. They got the scripted plays. They're fresh. Let's do it. And then if the Rams get it, I think they're playing a chess match. You know, we're going to kick the ball off. We'll get the ball at halftime. Let our defense stall out Joey B to begin with. and then have Matthew Stafford come off like a punt. Like I just see like no matter what, the Bengals will get the ball first. So like one of the big bets that I have for this is who gets ball first? Bengals. Like that's both, and that's just how I kind of talked myself into it. And another one that I really liked is see, it's kind of weird because like some of the prop bets I have are let me see. I have Joe Mixon to go under. I think he's at like 71.5 yards. I don't have it in front of me, but he's in like the 70s. And I like he had one good game. He didn't do too well the first two games. He does I just think the Rams are gonna have a solid rush today. Like every running back the Rams have seen so far in the postseason hasn't really done much. And then the 49ers, a run specialist team, didn't do anything. I especially see like this is gonna be a Joey B's kind of game coming from the Bengals.
Right.
Other than that, I'm just hoping for a really good game. A lot of stuff I'm betting on are just a lot of the fun shit, like national anthem bets and shit like that. stuff that ain't even in my control.
I'm putting in a bet this week. I'm sending the cat. I don't know exactly what it is, but like I look-in you just remind me in the morning. It's on Sunday, like, hey yo, you putting that bet in for real? But I'm putting in, I got money on heads. I gotta take the coin toss. Heads or you're dead. I'm saying.
Heads. Hey, that's the funnest one because it gets it right out the gate. You either win or not.
Right.
But for you, Will, before we close this out, as a Bengals fan, what are you like? If you win, how's that gonna feel? Like, how if you do pull out this dub, I'll probably be with you to be honest. But like, how is that gonna feel? Like you grew up your whole life, I've never won a Super Bowl, and like that's probably I know for a fact it's probably held against you a lot in arguments when you're talking about your team and shit.
Absolutely.
So, how's that?
Bro, it's crazy, man. It feels like, first of all, like we haven't won anything. Like we haven't won shit. Like I think we won the division once, too. Like that. That's pretty much it. Like it'd be insane to win the Super Bowl. Like I feel like this team. I feel like the team would be immortalized. Like the youngest. Like you got a rookie wide receiver, second year, basically a rookie quarterback. Like just winning it all like that in one fucking year. Like that's crazy, man.
Trey Henderson, I believe, the rookie.
Trey Henderson, yeah. And just like people that like they've been studs, man, but they just haven't been able to like shine. And I feel like with everything we've been doing in the back office, and then just like letting them, like I feel like everything's been taken care of, like in the office now. Like they can just play football, and so that's why like they've been so good. That's why they've been winning games, because the talent is there. Those people are so good, but now they can just play football. They can just do their thing. They don't have to worry about like stupid fucking decisions, like having a kicker make $64 million in 5 years, kicking fucking 48% field goals.
That's a highway robbery.
Highway robbery.
But butterfly effect, that never happened. That never happens. You probably never are in the position you are right now. So
exactly.
It is all worth it.
Right. But it's gonna feel surreal, man.
Hey, be careful. Be careful watching the Super Bowl next to Paul with your team and average. I'll never forget. Like I don't remember most of the plays from the 28-3, but I will never forget how this man was from here to damn. I might get $100. Oh, that $100 in the bag. Hey, baby, my motherfucking money, motherfucker. I got to watch him do all that, and I was just like, I still gotta pay this motherfucker. Like, God damn.
I've seen it a few fight nights.
Like halftime, like third quarter. That's like, I don't even want to watch the game. I got your $100. Don't matter.
Yeah, that's literally that. I'm over here trying to have fun, and then he's so fucking. I'm just watching. I'm like, oh fuck.
Don't matter. But by when it was 21-28, that was when. And then Tom Brady got the ball. It was just like, oh, you dirty son of a bitch. We gonna do it.
It was like you can see. It was like we were switching. Like he started off sunk into the couch and everything. That thing. You just see me slowly sinking, him coming out. And when I say them niggas was lit, that was the littest shit I've ever seen. I was like, fuck everybody. So be careful.
That's how it feels right now, man. Like everybody's going logically. They're betting against the Bengals, but I mean that shit. That's versus the world, man. That's versus the betting world.
And actually, the Bengals, even though they're underdog, they're getting 65% of all money line bets are the Bengals. So the public, everyone, like I said, everyone.
You know what? You know why it is, bro. The past 3 games they bet against us, so now they can't. They have no choice.
Doesn't make sense. Throw logic out the window.
Right.
But let's break it down, Kevin. Let's send it out for everybody. For another one.
Hey man, this has not just been another one, but it's been the final preview episode of the season. Hey, the last day is Sunday, man. Y'all boys get y'all pizza out, get y'all wings ready, get y'all minds right, because this is going to be a movie.
The biggest.
If you're not tuned in, tune in, man. Tune in. We still gonna be going hard. This is the 3 right here. We got some more shit in the works coming for you. You know what I'm saying? We can't talk about it yet, but you know what I'm saying? We got something coming, man. But hey, man, we appreciate anybody who's watched a single minute of the fucking podcast. We don't give a fuck who you is, what you look like, maybe what you smell like. If you stink, maybe stay over there. Just watch that bit at the house. Don't really come over here and watch that shit. But we fucking with you. We fuck with y'all the long way, man. Thank you, Will, for being on the show, man. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
So the Totally Blitzed, man. We gotta do this shit live in person, man. I wish I could have popped this, but you know what I'm saying? We're gonna save it for when it needs to, when the championship gets won. The belt's on the motherfucking line, dog. This has been a motherfucking movie. This season's been fucking great, and we fucking love y'all, man. It's Totally Blitzed, you bitch.
Got a problem with being problematic. Get the light beam on me, ready for electrostatic. Don't you step into this box if you're not batting. Then my gang got tools, you can call them